Look who's back! The best senator in all of Starcraft. And that's not just the Ligulac power ranking, that's tournament results. If you didn't catch the BuRny vs. Vavin game, I highly recommend it. This time BuRny's going up against an elite Jedi Knight. Actually a Polish Protoss player by the name of Lukasz Sapansky, aka Dire Raven. Actually, Dire Raven's a pretty cool gamer tag. He should go with that. Though I always respect people who are confident enough to use their real first name. Like yours truly, for example. Zug is what it says on my birth certificate. Our Terran player in the upper left currently controls the US Budget Committee with a plan to spend $3.5 trillion on bold reform initiatives. He is BuRny! While our players are both Grandmaster level, neither are currently ranked. But have no fear, we'll be back to our regularly scheduled pro players as of Sunday morning, 10 a.m. But I did not want to miss a chance to see BuRny go up against our Protoss player in the bottom right. He trained under both Obi-Wan Kenobi and Master Yoda. He is the one who will bring balance to the Force. He is Luke! And Luke is already doing something just a little bit odd. He's just built everything on the high ground at his main, except for his nexus, which is at his natural. It is possible that the suspicious probe on the map has something to do with it. Yes, it is a proxy pylon. I shouldn't be surprised. They warned me about Jedi mind tricks. Hey, how come nobody ever talks about Sith mind tricks? Are they like more noble? Anyway, I'm off topic, but BuRny's already suspicious. He's building a second command center up at his main behind his wall. Oh, and he totally missed scouting the core, but he is going back, so he is going to see that. He's going to see the warp gate being researched. And Luke is not hiding tech. That's a second gateway. This is going to be some kind of low-tech rush, possibly stalkers. Now, BuRny does have a Reaper out on the map. He's making his reactor. Luke is making an Adept, which if he leaves it at home, he should be okay. But if he exits before the Reaper gets here, he's not going to have anything. Will he use the Force and anticipate this timing? No, where are you going, Adept? Oh, he's coming back. But BuRny's gonna get some free shots in the meantime. Oh, and he gets a first blood out of it. BuRny is so evil with his opening Reaper. And he's gonna get away too. Or he's gonna get greedy and grab himself another probe here. Luke's Adept is sensing a disturbance in the Force. Oh, BuRny gets another probe. Oh, that Adept needs to be mindful of his surroundings. Anywho, Luke is going for mass Adepts here. I guess he takes the Force Ghost thing rather seriously. BuRny knows something's up. He's making that protective bunker and he's trying to fill it. Luke looks to be sending the Adepts he made at his home up to his proxy, but the Reaper's gonna get there first and find it. I don't think he's gonna get that pylon though. Yeah, an Adept's gonna pop out and put a stop to that. He might even be able to cut off the... No, he misses it. BuRny's Reapers are just like ninjas. 4 Marines in that bunker, that should help. He's also making a Widow Mine. That's going to give him the confidence to go ahead and land his command center, even though he's very much aware he's getting proxy rush here. Luke's Adept count goes up to 5, make it 6. BuRny's only really got light units right now, but his Reaper's going to hit first, and that Protoss main has no defenders. Unless you count those killer probes, they go right at the Reaper. They're going to do what the Adepts couldn't. He's getting tased. Now this is what I call ghost report. He should be able to get out of range of that bunker and take command of that mineral line. The probes get the Reaper, they lose 2 of themselves in the process. Luke is doing more damage, but his investment is a lot bigger. The Adepts are really giving those Marines fits. They just have to stay away from that Widow Mine. The Marines exit the bunker. They're gonna clean this up, I think, but it's gonna cost them a lot of Marines. I like this. Who needs a Twilight Council with resonating blades? Remember, at this early stage, BuRny does not have stim. He is getting himself a medevac, though, and he has 2 Widow Mines, so we could be looking at counter drops here. Advantage BuRny on resources lost. Advantage Luke on economy. And Luke is not done. He's sending in round 2 of his Adept rush. He's picking up more worker kills. BuRny conscripts his SCVs to screen for his Marines. If he loses his Marines, he loses his base. He does have a tank on the way now, though. Luke is transitioning to a Twilight Council. And there's the cleanup. This will get a lot harder for future Adepts once that tank gets here. But it looks like it's BuRny's turn to hit next. 2 Widow Mines with overhead luggage. I mean, does anybody ever pay to check their bags? Luke's gonna try again, this time with a hit squad of 5 Adepts. And I should mention, BuRny's actually making a Liberator too. Once again, there's absolutely no defense at home for Luke. Flee, little probes, flee! Oh! A 7-kill shot! The other mine's like, I got one too! And the 7-kill one's like, nobody cares. So those Adepts actually killed the tank, and they only lost one of their members in the process. But they did not get more than 1 SEV kill in the process. We'll make that 2. BuRny has to conscript his workers once again. You know, you get that worker loyalty when you insist on paying everybody a fair minimum wage. There's the cleanup and the replacement tank arrives. And it's a 2nd Widow Mine drop at the natural. It's actually pretty target poor down here. But BuRny will take a Stalker. BuRny does not have the armory, so those mines do become visible. Oh, but who cares if you can just spirit them away in your medevac? And if I'm not mistaken, there's a Liberator lurking around back. Yes, it's going for the main. It's a multi-pronged harass by our Democratic Senator. Point of order, Mr. Jedi. BuRny keeps his Liberator far back deliberately. Makes it that much harder for a Stalker to slip in there and get shots at him. Luke pulls his entire main, and the income all sides with BuRny. BuRny's got the worker lead now. That's how he's gonna fund his healthcare program. But the Protoss Stalkers are here. Luke's gotta keep him out of that circle of death though. Liberator down. Luke's gonna have blink for his Stalkers soon. That'll help him deal with this constant harass. BuRny's actually finishing up another Liberator. Luke's got an Observer out, and it looks like he's transitioning to Stalkers for his offense. BuRny's making a 3rd command center in his main. That could definitely solidify his economic advantage. Luke is going to try another assault, this time with Stalkers. He does have an Observer, and he might use that to try to blink up strategically. I can't quite remember if you can actually do that on Acropolis or not. BuRny's sending his Liberator around for more harass. We'll see who hits first. The Observer's off scouting, looking for that point of weakness. It looks like there's going to be 9 Stalkers in this attack. If Luke's gates are all on cooldown though, he's not going to have anything to defend against that Liberator, which has arrived and taken a position over the natural. Look at where the red circle is. There's no way the Stalkers can get at the Liberator. BuRny is abusing the map like a 1%er abuses the tax code. He's had to pull his probes. He's going to have to find a way to try to dislodge that Liberator. He blinks up and he loses a Stalker. Oh, this is evil, and it's totally slowing down Luke's main attack. He has to micro this to get out of it. Oh, and he does! I think he just executed a rare blink dodge. I'm gonna have to check that after. But I do think Luke used the Force on that one. Unfortunately, that same original medevac with that same original Widow Mines is still out there. I bet Luke would love to give into his anger and just force choke that thing. The medevac's gonna float unopposed right into the main. Luke puts down his 3rd. Here's the boost, here's the drop. Luke has the pull, is it in time? Mines are down. It's 4 and 2, 6 kills. And the defensive warp-in comes in too late. The medevac is already on the move. Well, that's some kind of weird misclick there. It looked like BuRny was trying to land his racks right in the Protoss main. So it looks like Luke is behind on every metric right now. Fortunately, he's used to being an underdog. And he's going to start by blowing up the Death Star. He catches BuRny trying to land his 3rd command center without any defense. It's in flames. It is dead. BuRny's supply block. Luke blinks away. He gets a little bit of revenge there. The problem is that Stalker army is pretty much all Luke has at this point. Oh, he got the medevac. Is he going to get himself back into this? Stim is going to finish up for BuRny though, and he's getting concussive shells. BuRny's also going to have the +1 upgrade advantage. Protoss does not have a forge. Luke is working on the Zealot charge upgrade. Oh, and he's going to catch the Widow Mines in transit. He snags one and then he blinks out of there. Luke is doing as much as he absolutely can, but he's got to be worried about BuRny's larger force here. If that tank force sieges up on his base, it's going to be really hard to dislodge. Oh, the Stalkers walked into a stray Widow Mine. That is bad. But he's also going to catch another naked mine. BuRny stims his whole army and goes right at him. He's going to get those sentries. There is way more firepower for Terran right now. The Zealots just melt. Luke can't take this fight right now. But he won't have a choice if BuRny gets position over his bases. Very decisive. BuRny goes right at the Robo. BuRny destroys it, and Luke does not get his money back for the immortal he bought. Sorry, no refunds at RoboMart. BuRny takes control of Luke's own ramp. A great blink up by Luke. The Stalkers are killing tanks, but there's too many Marines. They stim, and the Protoss army is nowhere to be found. Luke has nothing left but an observer, and he GG's. I guess it's episode 4, BuRny Strikes Back. Perhaps the Senator is the Phantom Menace. Okay, I'll stop now. I mean, how often do you get to make American political Star Wars references? This game is like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Okay, so very cool game, but veterans of this channel are going to know the incredibly unimportant moment I'm going to insist on zeroing in on. It's the blink dodge. This is some serious micro. Let me show this to you at 1/4 speed. Luke has been getting owned by Liberators, but he's gonna totally redeem himself with this sick play. Now, a lot of players do this accidentally all the time, but only really elite players can actually do this on purpose. Essentially, if a targeting animation is set to hit a stalker and he blinks away, it converts into a miss. So you can follow along. If a unit has no health bar, that means it's undamaged. Indulge me and watch this at 1/10 speed. It looks like the stalker gets hit, but you can see he takes 0 damage. Luke forces the Liberator to waste its shot and go on to cooldown so he can kill it. Now, if you're interested, the Blink Stalker can do this with any attack that has an attack animation. So, for example, you can dodge a Marauder, but not a Marine. You can dodge a Banshee, but not a Siege Tank. Its attack is actually invisible. The most common time you see this is actually in big battles. Let's say there's a huge pack of roaches shooting at a pack of blink stalkers, and they all of a sudden all blink backwards. A few of the shots are actually going to miss, and that's why blink stalkers always seem to have a higher survivability than you'd expect. It's a good upgrade, so usually the blink dodge happens by accident. But there was a Canadian Protoss player by the name of Huck who actually kind of did it on the regular, and he famously did it to MVP in a game, using a single stalker to defeat a single Marauder, which really isn't supposed to happen. I've also got a video uploaded, I'll see if I can find the link, where a Protoss player by the name of Nina uses blink stalkers to trigger and dodge a stasis ward. Anyway, I just wanted to highlight this because it was actually a couple of years before I even knew this was possible. But also because I want to give Luke a bit of a parting gift for being on our show today. I'd like to officially designate his play a micro moment. Anywho, as much as I enjoy these BuRny games, they've been a blast. They're probably not current patch. So I think we gotta get back to our regularly scheduled pros, so I hope you'll join me on Sunday. Thank you to all our new subscribers. Your support for the channel means everything. From my base to yours, Zugzwang out. To continue your Starcraft journey, Nova advises you to click the video in the upper rectangle. But Kerrigan warns you to watch your 6 and click the video in the bottom rectangle. Or you can stimpack your Starcraft experience. Subscribe to Zugzwang Starcraft. Just hit the circle. From my base to yours, Zugzwang out.